Welcome to Denver Parks and Recreation at Home. My name is Vince, and these are exercises for skiing. Today we'll talk about some of the different exercises that you will want to do to prepare for your skiing season, and then we'll also do an exercise class. Feel free to change up the class however you prefer, and keep any of the exercises or modifications for yourself, or find new ones if you'd like. Remember, when we're creating a plan to build up to skiing, you want to make sure that you're engaging or you're planning for building your strength, balance, core, and endurance. That way when you're on the slopes, you'll really feel good. Make sure that before starting any exercise program, you're listening to your body and you start slow. And if you haven't exercised in a while, please check in with your physician and make sure you're good to go. A lot of skiing is going to be one of those exercises that's there for endurance. You want to hit the slopes and spend as long as you can on there. With that being said, you are in a different position, in a forward-leaning position, and your legs are usually beside each other, but sometimes uneven, especially as we make our cuts. This is definitely an exercise, or definitely a sport that involves a little bit of finesse rather than forcing. And so a lot of the exercises today we're going to do are focusing on some of our changing our balance or some uneven stances, as well as making sure that we have the right form so that as we're skiing down the slopes, we reduce some of that risk of injury. Without further ado, let's hop into our actual exercise class today. We're going to start with a brief warm-up here, just get that blood pumping. We're going to start with some marches. Get those knees up nice and high. And then we're going to take those marches out wide and bring them back in. Now a lot of this is just to get that blood pumping, our heart going, our muscles waking up, ready to go. So if this feels a little awkward, that's okay. Just put on some music, march along. It's gonna be great. Take it out wide one more time. Good, we're gonna bring it back in and then take it to some jumping jacks. Low impact jumping jacks are gonna be one heel at a time. Higher impact, we're gonna go ahead and take it out and in. Good. Allowing our ankle to, or our feet to really take some of that impact. Not a huge jump, but I'm also not going to land on my heels. Good. Keep it going. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's preview some squats. Simple squats here. Feet hip or shoulder width apart. Taking it down, right back up. You can use a chair here just to find your balance if you're afraid you might fall back. Remember, this is just a warm-up, so we aren't going all the way down. We're just getting those legs ready to work it. Good job. Keep it up. We got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, good. 1. We're going to go ahead and take it into a lunge position here. Nice lunge position. We're going to do some static lunges just to warm up. That just means I'm not going to move. I'm staying feet planted. Push through that front heel. Bend that back knee. Push. We don't have to go down all the way down. Once again, we're just previewing some of our moves in our exercise class. Good. Keep it up. 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch it out. Let's get the other side. Down. Good. I'm still putting most of my weight in that front heel, but I can still wiggle that front toe. Not a lot of weight in my back. Probably 85% here, 15% there. Push. 2, and 1. Good. Get that heart rate up again. We're going to go ahead and do some back pedal or back kicks. Good. Low impact, we can always just do 1 at a time. Good. And then let's take it to the front. Nice high knees. Good. Low impact again. Just taking it nice and slow. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. A little bit to warm up the upper body. We do use poles. as well as our core engagement. We're gonna go ahead and walk out, do 4 walkouts, walking my hands out. From here, I'm gonna lift it up, down, up, down, walk it back. Give me 3 more. Walk, up, good. Keep going. Keep breathing. 2 more. Up, up, good. Last one. Up and up. Good. Shake it out. Hopefully your body feels nice and warm. Go ahead and grab a sip of water. Our first exercise, what we're gonna do for our exercises today, before I get ahead of myself, we're gonna do 2 exercises, A, B, and then we'll do a 3rd exercise in between. Then I'll do another 2 exercises, A, B. You don't have to follow that plan. You can keep the exercises, forget that plan, but this helps break it up, make it seem a little bit less boring. Today we're gonna start with our body weight squats, and the first exercise is just taking it down and finding our depth. So really here, my feet are shoulder width, hip width apart. I am pushing my heels into the ground, so if I'm down here, I can wiggle my toes. Good. And my knees are tracking over my second toe. So they're not coming in, they're not going out. They're tracking straight with my toes. Good. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. So now we're gonna go ahead and hop back over to our static lunge or our split squat, however you prefer. Split stance. Now it's a little bit more uneven, pushing down and up. Just like with our squat, I'm really focused on my alignment. I'm making sure I'm pushing through my front heel, my knee is tracking over that second toe, and I'm not pushing myself forward, I'm more going up and down. So you don't see me push forward. I'm more in this middle position, bending that back knee, up and down. Good. Keep it up. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. Let's do on the other side now. Down and up. Good. As I was saying in the warm-up, you want about 85% of your weight really and power in that front heel. Not a lot in that back toe, so you shouldn't have too much toe pain back there. And push. Push, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back to our squats. We're gonna go ahead and take those feet hip width or shoulder width apart, taking it down and up. If this is feeling good to you and you want a little bit of a variation, you can add an up knee, up knee, up knee, and you can even add a crunch to that knee. Crunch, crunch. However we feel good. Keep it up. Got 8 more. 7, 6, good. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Back to our split squat. 1 foot in front, other foot behind. Same deal, hips facing forward, down and up. Just like with our last exercise, if you want to add a little bit more, we're going to add a twist to it. I'm going to twist over that front knee, back to center. You can add a weight. It's really only focusing on adding the twist once we've got our lunge down, really. Give me 1 more. Switch sides. And down, twist, twist. Good. Keep on breathing. Great job. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. There was our AB. Time for our exercise in the middle. Today we're going to do some wood chops. Grab a weight. If you don't have a dumbbell at home, feel free to use a milk gallon, laundry detergent, any kind of weight. Generally, a gallon of water is about 8 pounds. So if you want to save that milk carton and add a little bit of water in there, it's a great weight to use for our exercises. Today we're going to do some wood chops. So wood chops, nice wide stance about our squat position, hip or shoulder width apart. I'm going to take that weight up to the sky, straight arms, down, slight bend to the knee. Right past that knee. Good. Keep breathing. Great job, guys. Our core is engaged, especially our lower back. As that weight goes above, that's more pressure and torque on our spine. We really want to make sure that our muscles are engaging so that we're ready for it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Up and down. Nice. Keep it up. Great job. Halfway. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set that down. Grab a sip of water real quick. We'll come back for our next set. After our sip of water, go ahead and set that aside. We got a new 3 exercises to go. A, B, and then C. So for our first exercise, we're going to do a variation on squats that really makes the balance a little bit different. Instead of having my feet shoulder width, hip width apart, and level with each other, I'm going to go ahead and take one foot and place it just a little bit in front. So really now my heel is matching up with my toe on the other side. I'm going to do a squat here. I'm really not focusing on going super deep. I'm more focusing on how my balance has changed and how my core has to engage and how my legs are feeling differently. One leg now is pushing a little bit harder than the other one. Good. Keep breathing. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Switch that out. So now this heel is about in line with this toe, or these ball of the foot. So not exactly toe. Once again, squat. With this position, I'm really focusing on still keeping that good posture. Chest is up, knees are pointing with my toes. I can't sink as far because if I keep going, then I really engage one of my legs to start losing integrity, losing where it should be going. Good, we got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake that out. Good. Our second exercise, we're gonna do a deadlift. You can either do the single leg deadlift or you can do both legs together. With this deadlift, what I'm going to do is actually a straight leg deadlift. So the straight leg deadlift, instead of bending down, keeping that straight back and up like this, I'm going to go and bring those feet together, slight bend in my knees. I'm going to really hinge at the hips. So my butt goes out, my back is nice and straight. This is how it looks. Nice and down, nice and up. And I only go down until where I feel like I can't go any further without my back bending. So I got a nice straight back, that's where I go. Let's do 12 of these. If you want to try single leg, really you're going to take one leg back and one up. And at 6, we'll switch it out. Ready? Begin. Down and up. Really make sure our core is engaged, but our glutes are squeezing to really get that last bit. Good. Nice job. If you're doing single legs, switch it now. I'm keeping that weight close to my body, almost like if I were shaving, I'd be shaving my legs. So keep those weights into your center of gravity. We don't want to torque ourselves by putting it out too far. One more. Good. Set that weight down, back to our A exercise, which was the uneven squats. Remember, not super uneven. My heel here matches up with the ball of the feet on the other side, and it's just a simple, short squat. Good. Keep it going. If you wanted to add a little bit more of a challenge, you can just keep those arms in close and not use them for balance, or you can take them out to the one side and really change your balance as we're going up and down. 3, 2, and 1. Switch it up and begin. Good. Great job, guys. Keep it up. Remember, you can take that challenge if you want. Really throws your balance off. Keep breathing. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Grab that weight for our deadlifts. You can also choose to do your single leg deadlifts without weights if you don't want them. I'm gonna go ahead and try those single legs for my second round. Ready? Begin. We're going down and up. I'm really focusing on my balance here, getting my leg up, but I'm not opening my hip up. I'm not coming up and then opening my hip up. I'm just leveling out, coming back down. We got 2 more. Switch it out. Good. Pro tip here, pick a spot on the ground, follow that spot, and it really does help you keep your balance. 1 more. Good. Set the weight aside. Time for our third exercise. We're gonna come down to our mat. It's another core exercise. We're gonna do 1 long plank. Now, if you're like me, you get bored during planks, so you can do any of the variations that I do. I'll show you a few different variations through the course of our plank. Let's get that timer going. And ready, bring it up. Level 1, we're just bringing it up to the knees, engaging that core, lower back, straight board down. Level 2, I can take it up to my toes. Good. With either of those levels, I can take that up to my hands, making sure that I stack my joints. Wrists are underneath my shoulders. I've got a nice, good base. Good. I'm gonna come back down to my elbows for now. Another variation I like to do is the rolling plank, going from side plank to other side plank. And you can go back and forth, really finding a good balance there. Good. Another one I like to do, lifting a leg and then lifting the other leg. Keep breathing. We got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring it down. Little bit of a stretch here. Good. Feel free to do as long as you feel comfortable. 30 seconds, work your way up to a minute or longer, and do any of the variations we showed. For now, we're gonna hop on to our next exercises, A, B, C. So, first exercise, I'm gonna scoot everything out of the way. First exercise here is gonna go ahead and set us up for our second exercise. So our first exercise is our curtsy lunge. With that, it's just gonna be a backwards lunge, only instead of stepping backwards, just backwards, I'm gonna cross across my back side. So let me show you in the front. This is a regular reverse lunge, back, and here's a curtsy lunge. I'm gonna take it across behind my leg. So we're gonna go ahead and do 10 on each side. There, good job. You can add those arms for balance. You can keep them on your body. You can also just add weights just off to the side. Good. Keep it up. Sinking low. I still want to make sure that front knee isn't twisting. So I'm not going so far that now my knee is twisting. Just a little bit behind, so that I get just enough of that work on the inner thigh without the twist of the knee. Got one more on each side. Great job. Shake it out. Our next exercise here is going to be skaters. It's going to be a little bit more cardio. Low impact is going to be a little bit slower without the jump. So our skaters here, they look like speed skaters. You're going to step to the side, step behind. Step to the side, step behind. Now this is level 1, low impact. Level 2, we're going to add a little bit of a hop. Hop and down. Hop and down. Level 3, we're going to go ahead and add the whole thing at once and speed it up. So down and down. Back and forth. Good. Keep it going. Keep breathing. Good job. We'll get a water break after this. Jump, 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 jump. Good. Keep it up. 10 more seconds. Nice job. Good. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Catch your breath. Grab a sip of water. Hopefully we're still feeling good. We got another set of those curtsies and skaters. We're ready to get started. Take that position again. Curtsy lunges again. This time we're gonna add a little twist with our upper body. When you're skiing side to side, but your upper body is twisting with you and helping you move. So we're gonna add that with our curtsy lunge. Step and back. So it's just a small twist. If you want, you can take it all the way down and touch the inside of your foot. Or you can keep it up and just twist to the side. Good. As always, check that form again. Make sure that knee is lining up with where our toe is. We're doing great. Good job. Few more. 2 more each side. Ready? 2 and 2 and 1 and 1. Shake it out. Now's the cardio part. We're gonna add it a little bit faster. Ready? Hop and down, hop and down. If you want to take this up a level, you really want to test that balance. Don't let that back toe touch. It just comes off to this behind us, like you're skating, back and forth. Good, our core's engaged, our balance is tested. Keep it going. Nice. Good job. We got about 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Sink low. Good, 10. We're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Good. So for the rest of our class, our C exercise is going to be a little bit on our lower body and core. down on the mat. Grab a sip of water, meet me down there. Awesome, now that we've had our water break, I've got a few extra items. I've got a yoga block here that I'm gonna use, but you can use any item you have at home. It's really gonna fit in between our legs. So a pillow, rolled up blanket, it's something to really give just a slight bit of resistance and really focus on keeping our knees together. Another one I have these 2 rags. They're gonna work really well on this hardwood floor. If you have hardwood or tile, you can use a couple rags. If you only have carpet at home, that's okay. You'll wanna get some paper plates or something like that to do the same exercise. As we're ready, come on down. We're gonna lay down and we're gonna start with some leg lifts. So with our leg lifts here, I wanna make sure that I'm laying down comfortably. I wanna make sure that as I lift my legs, my back doesn't start curving too much. So I'm gonna really focus on trying to keep my back straight. I put my hands down to my side and really use it as a help to keep my spine straight. My legs are gonna go straight out, and we're gonna do 3 levels here. Each one's gonna be 8 long. Ready? Level 1 is just bringing those legs in and taking them back out. 2. Keep breathing. Good. Not even really lifting my hips off the ground, just knees into center. Good. Last one. Now we're gonna do level 2 is in and up, down, out. In, up, down, out. Good. Keep breathing. There's 3 of them. Good. 3 more. Good. Last one. My hip flexors are feeling it. Now we're gonna go straight up, straight down. Now we're really working our lower core and our hip flexors. We really want to make sure that those strengthen up so that we don't have issues. Especially we don't want an injury in the groin area. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Give me a full body stretch. Lay those legs down, hands overhead, stretch it out. Great job. So now we're going to focus on some bridges. Here I want to focus a little bit on my inner thigh, which is why I have my block. I'm going to go ahead and fit that block in between. I'm going to place my feet on the ground flat. Now I still want my knees and my toes to point in the same direction, so I don't want my feet so wide out that my knees now are pointing separately. So line up your knees, line up your feet, hands beside you. We're gonna make sure our shoulders are on the ground. We're gonna lift up our hips, and you're gonna give a little bit of a squeeze as we come up. So whatever we stick between our legs, you'll want it to have a little give, just so that you don't hurt yourself squeezing the object. Good. Lift and squeeze, and down. We're really working our glutes here. Our hips are lifting up. My lower back is engaging. Good. Keep it up. Good. We got 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Just take that aside. If you really like that exercise, awesome. Stick with it on the second round. Or you can try my other variation here. So with my other variation, I'm going to use the ground. So I'm going to scoot my mat up, make sure I got plenty of room on the ground here. I'm going to stick my heels onto my rags and let them slide out. Same kind of movement. I'm going to lift my hips up, only this time my heels are going to drag coming up. This is really going to make those hamstrings burn. Take those hands to the side. Ready? Lifting up and down. Lifting up and down. Good. Keep it going. Give me 6 more. 6. Yes. 5. 4. 3. 2, last one. Good, and down. Shake that out, rest it up. I'm gonna set those aside. That's it for me today, so we're gonna stretch out. Bring that mat down. First, what we're gonna do is stretch out those hamstrings. They're working pretty hard right there. You're just gonna lean forward, reaching down. If you want a little bit of help, instead of grabbing your toes, what I like to do is grab just underneath my calves and try and sit up straight, and you'll feel that stretch just a little bit more. Keep breathing. Good job, guys. What we're gonna go ahead and do is we wanna make sure our calves feel really good. A lot of times they're in a nice stretched position because we're leaning forward in those boots. So we're gonna go ahead and point those toes and bring them back up. Point and flex. Point and flex. Couple more, point and flex. Good. Now I'm gonna take one of my legs, bring it up on top of the other one, right above the knee. I'm gonna bend to bring that up to a glute stretch. Feeling that nice down here. Good. And if we want a little bit more of that ankle relaxation, you can add a little bit of that roll. Good job. Couple more seconds. Love that stretch. And switch it out. Good. Keep it going. Nice. So next, what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to take it up to our knees here. Going to do a few cat-cow to really loosen out the core and the lower back. Stretching into the belly, our lower back stretches out. And then looking up to the sky, really get those belly stretches back and forth. One more. Good job. We're gonna lunge it forward. And what I'm gonna go ahead and do is just stretch it up and pull it back. I'm gonna take it across for a spinal twist. Good. Switching sides. Same deal. Leaning forward. I'm going to take my arm up. Can get a little bit of a stretch up through the side. Then we're going to go ahead and twist it over for a spinal twist. Good. When we're feeling comfortable, taking it slow to a standing position. Roll out those shoulders a little bit. Last stretch, last balance test. We're gonna take a leg back. Get a nice quad stretch. Now here, pro tip, remember, look at the floor. Grab a spot and follow that spot. Other pro tip, you wanna feel a little bit more, bring those hips forward. Just a smidge, and you'll feel that stretch so much better. Notice I don't let my leg go out to the side. I'm trying to keep my knees pretty close together. It's a good way to keep that stretch. Keep your balance as well. Switching to our other side. Great. We'll finish out with a nice big breath. Take it in, deep breath in. And let that out. Great. Thank you all for joining me today for exercises for skiing. Like I said, feel free to follow my plan or you can change it up. All the exercises are going to be pretty good for maintaining that balance and strength in those legs. Until next time, have a wonderful day.